Alright, stage 6, table start. Most of the targets are behind the walls, only one or two that are not obscured by the wall that you're shooting through the window. Pretty straightforward, a good run. Definitely, it's the end of the day. By the time I got to this stage, I was already spent. Made a lot of mistakes, had a couple malfunctions that kind of stuck with me from the middle stages of this match. This one wasn't awful, but again, stage plan wasn't really there for it. I mean, I could have done a lot better with the stage plan. Alright, the breakdown. So, off the rip, first thing I noticed that I could have done better is I'm looking down at the gun. I made a conscious effort to look down at the gun and not the target. So on the buzzer, no problem, pick it up both hands. And much like a reoccurring problem I have, is I could have had the gun up. I wait till I get to a full stop, and I could have had the gun up back here. As soon as I stepped over into the shooting area, I could have had the gun up and already on target. So I kind of wait till I get to a full stop, and I could have just taken that one on the move. Looking back now, it's 7 meters away from me, so I could have taken that on the move. So next I go into the port, start engaging from the port. And one thing that's happening good is my stance is wider than it has been in the past. My toes are pointed at a 45-degree angle, so it's making the turn easy. Not twisting my body or anything to make those shots, and they're all relatively easy. Coming over here, same thing. Now again, I could have had the gun up and engaged that target, or at least had a sight picture, but my stance is wide. I've been shooting for, and I've been training on that to get into a wide stance. My center of balance could be a lot further down, but again, more training, I'm chopping on that tree. So if you notice here, I didn't have the gun up over there because I didn't want to break the 180, but I engaged those relatively quick. Again, to this port, again, wide stance, so a positive thing that's been coming from my training. Now, I'm engaging these guys, and I get to a reload, and I'm tired. Like I said, it's the last match, and I end up going to war with this piece of steel right here. I'll highlight it there. And it's because when I came back off the reload, I didn't have a great grip, so my dot was on it, but I'm throwing shots way left. So took a couple shots to remind myself of that, but it went down. Alright, stage 4. This is actually the first stage of the match for us, and it's kind of, after the stage, everything kind of went downhill for me. But I'll save that for the breakdown. Alright, time for the breakdown. So off the rip, I was having an issue with my make ready, little inconsistency from what I do in practice. Everything normal went out the window, and I kind of boloed the draw a little bit. I still engaged targets relatively quickly, but there was that. Now, I was very happy because I was able to shoot this one on the move with no issue, 2 alphas, and I engaged the subsequent targets pretty quick too, well, relatively quick for me. So I was very happy about that. That was in the stage plan, and everything worked out great. My gun was shooting on the move right about there, early enough where I have an acceptable sight picture. I'm still moving. So that all worked out. Reload as planned. Now here's where the plan backfires. So it doesn't backfire, but here's where the plan goes out the window, because I wasn't supposed to stop at this corner. There are an array of hidden targets to my left. What I was supposed to do was immediately turn left and engage the targets that are only visible from that side. So I stopped here, which I shouldn't, and I was supposed to engage targets back here and here. There's an array over here. So I was supposed to engage those targets instead of the targets right in front of me, which made me shoot my stage plan backwards at this point, which forced me for an unplanned reload, which was basically a stand-in reload on the very last target. So if you see, I totally get caught in the quicksand here, kind of caught in the ether, just swimming around fishing for targets instead of shooting what I knew should have been there. And right at the end, as if I haven't wasted enough time, I need to do a stand and reload. But other than that, the whole stage went great. I mean, not the whole stage, but the beginning of the stage is kind of where I want to be in my performance. That's what I'm expecting out of myself. But to assuage my ego, I put together an action cut. So